Good morning, everyone. This is Abby Phillip, your host, coming to you live from right here in Hollywood. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being with us tonight. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. After last night's madness, I'm not sure any of us should even be expected to show up for work today. The phrase un-American gets tossed around constantly these days, but forcing people to drag themselves out of bed the morning after the Super Bowl, that feels like the real offense. Especially when you've demolished an entire giant tub of those peanut butter-filled pretzels from Costco. It's wrong. It's cruel. If anything, this is the kind of thing the president ought to be fixing right now. Declare the day after a national holiday, or just shift the whole game to Saturday. Problem solved. But no, here we are. Let's get to what actually happened on the field. The Seattle Seahawks are your new Super Bowl champions. They dismantled the New England Patriots without much drama, wrapping it up decisively. Their quarterback, Drake May, became the latest in a string of Drakes to get roughed up in the big game. Seattle's defense was relentless. They shut things down, kept the pressure on, and made sure excitement stayed minimal on the scoreboard. The real fireworks, they came during the breaks. This year's commercials were some of the strangest we've ever seen, barely any beer spots. Instead, we got pitches pushing AI breakthroughs, Mike Tyson pushing fruit, and I swear there was something with Lady Gaga tied to Pokemon, though honestly, that might have been the moment the edible hit peak effect. I'm still piecing it together. Hands down, though, the Dunkin' ad stole it for me. Why? Because they pointedly left Matt Damon out of it. Finally, some justice in this world. We've got a big guest lined up tonight. The man who called the shots for Seattle last night, head coach Mike McDonald. He's generous enough to stop by. Right now, he's out there mixing with the crowd, chatting with fans amid whatever weird shrubbery they had for the halftime setup. He'll join us any minute. As always, the champions made their pilgrimage to Disneyland today. Pictures are everywhere. Quarterback Sam Darnold and game MVP Kenneth Walker III spinning around in the teacups. Perfect recovery plan after an all-night celebration. Strap two exhausted guys into a ride that makes you dizzy. Brilliant. Now, the halftime performance itself sparked massive debate. Bad Bunny took the stage and turned it into a full-on celebration of Latino culture, Puerto Rican roots, Spanish language energy, the works. It was vibrant, it was proud, it honored heritage in a way that felt fresh and powerful. But our current president, he went nuclear on it. He fired off a statement calling the whole thing one of the absolute worst ever, claiming it made no sense, insulted American greatness, failed every standard of creativity and excellence. He complained nobody could understand the lyrics and the dancing was inappropriate, especially for kids tuning in across the country and worldwide. Let's pause on that for a second. This is the same guy who settled with a porn star, appeared on magazine covers in compromising situations, and now he's clutching pearls over a halftime show. He's suddenly worried about protecting children. Meanwhile, we've got ongoing releases tied to Epstein documents hanging over everything. The hypocrisy is thick enough to cut, and the reaction split right down the middle, as it always does these days. One side saw it as an uplifting narrative, immigrants chasing the American dream, building lives, families, careers, expressing joy through music and movement. The other side reacted like it was some kind of invasion, pure horror. Turning Point USA felt compelled to counter-program with their own all-American halftime alternative starring Kid Rock. They hyped it hard, promising something patriotic and pure. It didn't quite land. Technical glitches hit early. About 30 minutes before kickoff, they announced licensing problems blocking the stream on X, so everyone got redirected to YouTube. Good luck getting a bunch of furious older viewers to pivot platforms that fast. Even the president skipped it. Footage surfaced of him at his Palm Beach spot, monitor on, surrounded by people, including Senator Lindsey Graham at his table, watching the actual Bad Bunny set. I can't imagine a worse punishment. Endless football intermissions with Lindsey Graham acting like he's not thrilled to see Ricky Martin. Brutal. They missed Kid Rock's own lip-sync struggles, too. The audio track lagged, mouths out of sync. It was messy. And here's the irony that stings. So many critics hammered Bad Bunny for lyrics being incomprehensible. So who do they pick to headline the counter show? An artist whose signature track is mostly nonsense syllables. Does anyone actually know what bow with the ba is supposed to mean? Probably not even the guy singing it. This isn't about pitting one musician against another. You can enjoy Kid Rock's energy. He puts on a lively performance when it's live. You can love Bad Bunny's vibe. You can skip both, that's fine. The real issue is how everything gets weaponized into a battlefield. Suddenly, every cultural moment demands a side. Liberals who'd never mentioned Bad Bunny before were suddenly superfans overnight. Conservatives turned a concert into a national crisis. I'll be honest, I didn't recognize a single track Bad Bunny performed, not one bar. I caught maybe one word, Nona. That's it. But since when does understanding every lyric matter at a football halftime show? Michael Jackson's legendary set was full of Shimon and made-up sounds. Nobody decoded it then, nobody's decoded it now. It didn't ruin anything. The energy carried it. English has dominated these stages for decades, 60 years of Super Bowls. The biggest global artist right now happens to be Bad Bunny, singing in Spanish. Why not give that language its moment? It's inclusion, not exclusion. Non-white audiences have endured plenty of cultural moments that weren't aimed at them. This was one turn in the other direction, and it landed beautifully for a lot of people. The on-field weirdness didn't stop there. A streaker broke loose in the fourth quarter, shirtless, sprinting like his life depended on it. Patriots receiver Kyle Williams finally brought him down. Funny thing, that guy gained more yardage than the entire Patriots offense managed in the first half. Might have happened during a break. I'm still checking. Commercials had their own head scratchers. One kicked off with Backstreet Boys lyrics, then pivoted hard. Viewers straight up booed at the reveal after a fortune spent on airtime. Ouch. One Patriots legend skipped the game entirely. Bill Belichick opted for a North Carolina basketball outing with his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson. Her choice of shirt? A nod to the Orchids of Asia spa linked to Robert Kraft's old legal mess? Subtle? No. Hilarious in a dark way? Absolutely. Then there's the ugly side. A repost on Truth Social showed the Obamas depicted as apes in some vile clip. Outrage followed, bipartisan this time. The White House first blamed a staffer, then shifted when it became clear the boss likely approved it. Trump claimed he only saw the front part about voter fraud claims, missed the end. Sure, the image was right there in the thumbnail. No apology came, just the usual deflections about being great with black voters, least racist ever, Nobel-level nonsense. Some Republicans finally pushed back enough to force a takedown. Senator Bill Cassidy thanked the president for removing it, like he deserved a medal for basic decency. Pathetic. Ghislaine Maxwell appeared before the House Oversight Committee today, virtual from prison. She invoked the Fifth repeatedly, as expected from someone not exactly eager to chat. Her lawyer dangled an offer, full cooperation if Trump grants clemency. She'd even clear him and Clinton of wrongdoing. Bold move, mutual pardons, basically. A few lawmakers got a look at unredacted Epstein files. No devices, sealed room, millions of pages. Bits are leaking. Trump's name reportedly redacted in spots it shouldn't have been. More reviews this week. We'll keep watching. J.D. Vance. He bolted to Italy for the Olympics with his wife, carrying the flag. A historic black woman winning winter gold. Congrats to her. Vance got a mixed reception. Some cheers, some jeers. Probably a rough night for hotel furniture. And for those griping about not understanding Bad Bunny, fair enough, I wanted translations too. A friend helped out. Here's a rough take. Greetings, football fun, thirst jokes, coconuts, sexy construction workers, tacos, marriage proposals in bushes, pure chaos, classic.